Good evening, everybody, and once again, welcome to It's a Kind of Magic. My name is Regardt, Laubscherthis, and this show is obviously the show about magic and magical people. But tonight, it's also about a magical animal. Yep, a magical animal. Tonight, the show, I would like to dedicate this to all bunny rabbits around the world. Myself, I'm also a father of 6 happy bunnies. Well, so I would say. Most people, they enjoy dogs and cats, which is perfectly fine. But some advice for you guys, if you would ever like to get yourself a fish from the pet shop, it's important to buy 2 fish. You call the one fish 1 and the other one 2, because if one dies, you still got 2. See? Clever. On that note, it's important in this show tonight, no animals were harmed whatsoever. And speaking about a bunny rabbit, I actually have a bunny rabbit over here. Yep, this bunny rabbit is a bit stiff, but he will loosen up, obviously. So, it is a white bunny. Keep your eyes on the white bunny the entire time. It's very important. So, if I cover the white bunny just like this, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to stand here. Perfect. And now the white bunny has magically changed into a black bunny. And you've got no idea how I did this, correct? Oh, you want to see it again? Fine, I'll do it again. So keep your eyes on the black bunny and see if you guys can catch me out. You are allowed to do this, especially the boys and girls. In fact, you can come closer to the TV set if you want to, boys and girls. So watch out. We'll cover the black bunny. And keeping in mind, there will be no cheating whatsoever. I'm just going to stand here casually. And then the best magician ever. I know. Please stop. What? I turned around. No, I didn't turn around. Did I turn around? No. Well, okay, fine. I'll tell you what. I'm going to do it again. This time, really pay attention. I'll do it in slow motion. Right. That is the white bunny. I'll even count to 3, and on 3, something will happen. But it won't be cheating, or will it? Check this out. 1, 2. Look, Father Christmas, he came early. There we go. Okay, so now what? Did I turn around? Okay, fine, I turned around. Okay, so it's black in the front, and then where's the white bunny? See, that you can't prove. What? No. You know what? I will turn the black bunny around. Watch her on 3. 1, 2, 3. You see, I turn it around. Because the other way. Oh, you have all the way around. You see, just like that. But the problem is, ladies and gentlemen, and all the boys and girls, if I turn this rabbit around, you'll notice there's a white rabbit over here, and then over there is a blue rabbit. Oh my word! So guys, I know I caught you out with this trick, so now we're going to move over to the second section of the show. That's where I'm going to introduce my special magic guest tonight. In fact, there's 2. Maybe one of them could be a bunny. You have to wait and see. And with me, I have my special guest for tonight, Jani Kruger. Welcome.
Thank you.
And we have a volunteer, Frida. High five. Right, so they are going to show us and demonstrate to us what we can do when it comes to animals and learning support. So, are we ready? Can we do it?
Yes, you can.
Let's do it.
You can.
Okay, so welcome to Bunny School. Jani, the floor is yours. This is your office. Let's see what's going to happen.
Right, so we're going to start from the basis that he already had his instruction lesson, so he knows how to use the method. And this is a typical way how we can practice the method while also experiencing the benefits of working around animals and making the methods practical in everyday life. So Frida, let's see what do you think would Thunder like to buy today? We've got apples, beetroots, lettuce and carrots. What do you think? Do you think he likes the lettuce? Oh, he ate lots of lettuce. Don't you think he would like maybe a change of carrots today?
Yes.
It's also a healthy option. Now, what money do you have in your wallet that you can give me?
Sure, he's loaded.
I know.
Yeah.
50 rand.
Okay, I'll take that. And now you can use the method to determine what amount I should give you back.
Thunder is all over the show.
Yes, that's one of the basic benefits. It's just making the children feel comfortable and motivated.
Fantastic.
Good work. Now we go to the next round. Excellent, Frida.
Okay, so just explain to me, because so what just happened there, more or less?
We are. This is a method that we use to determine the amounts of money that he should get back. And during the instruction, I taught him that the worms is something that he can associate with fruits and vegetables, unfortunately. Okay. But
yeah.
So we call it the Whoopie-Witter method.
Okay.
And the Whoopie-Witter method is a method they can use. You can also use it with time to determine how long something should take.
Okay.
But also, to determine the money that he should get back.
And tell me, can this work with any other animals besides rabbits?
Yes. It just works quite well with Thunder because he's playful and he likes to explore. So, and he actually goes and chooses the what he wants to buy.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go on while we talk. It's fine. Then also, I do work with hamsters as well.
Okay.
They obviously sleep during the day.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Frida, do you think that you've got your answer?
Yes.
And what do I owe you back?
18 rand. 18 rand and 80 cents.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
You did it very well.
Amazing.
Now he's going to get rich like that.
Jeez, I can learn from him. Amazing. Okay, and then and this works for any age up to, I would say, in primary school, or?
Yes. With all the children, they would like just to cuddle the animal while working. They obviously have more worksheet kind of related work. But with the little ones, we really keep it practical, concrete, and something that they actually have to do in everyday life. That's basically what learning is how to use your knowledge, and I think that's the way we should teach it as well.
Thank you, Jani. That was interesting. I've never seen this before in my life. Good job, Frida. I think we're going to move over to the interview side, and then she can explain to us much more about what just happened and all the other things she can do. So, yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Right, guys, so that was really something I've never seen before. It was an excellent way of making use of animals to keep children calm during therapy or during class. So, Jani, for people that don't know you, just quickly tell us, where were you born? Where did you go to school? Where do you stay? Now, just in a few sentences, so that we can know a little bit more about you besides what we saw over there.
Well, I was born and raised in Bellville, DF Milan High School. I was in the same class as you. Then I moved to Strand. I got married, and we've got 2 little boys. I used to work at a wonderful school in Bellville, and then when we moved to Strand, I started to open my own practice in Strand. From there on, I went on studying, and eventually ended up with working at a school there. I have lots of hobbies. I like to run. I like animals a lot. I like to play with my kids and adventure with my husband. And yes, that's me short.
Great. So tell me, after school, did you go and study for a teacher? What I'm asking is, the first time I saw you after school, you were a teacher at a pre-primary school where I was many years ago. So you went to, you were there as well. Did you study to be a teacher at first, just a teacher? Or,
So it was 4 years to become a foundation phase teacher. I started working. I decided to do my honors in learning support. And when I finished that, I realized I want to do something different, something that will possibly motivate me in life as well. And then I did my master's degree. So in total it was, it's 11 years of studying with things in between as well, to get to where I am now.
So was it always the plan to go from, I'm going to call it a normal teacher, to doing what you're doing now, or was it just a long?
I think it was along the way. I enjoy teaching, but Yes, I enjoy teaching quite a lot, but you can, while you teach, you often find things that you would want to change in your class, but you can't necessarily. So I decided I am going to change that, and I am going to do the additional kind of teaching styles. Yeah.
Okay, so the teaching style now with the animals, which type of or which sort of animals do you use? Is there quite a few?
Well, when working with animals, you get animal assistance activities, animal assistant intervention, and animal assistance therapy.
Okay.
This is not the therapy. Therapy is specifically trained animals for a therapeutic purpose. Mine is more activities and intervention. So my research was also based on the activities, and the animals I'm currently using are hamsters and thunder or rabbits. Yeah. I'm using my 2 tortoises, but only when it's cold, because it's not ethical to take them out of the yard and put them in a box, for example. So only when it's cold and they need the heat, then I'll bring them along. And I also have a parrot, a rescue parrot that I got in January. And so we're still finding each other, but yes.
Okay, but that's an important point you said regarding the safety.
Yes.
So obviously safety always first, just like now when we did tricks in a demonstration, it's always safety first.
See, it's safety first, but also that's one of the things about teaching with the use of animals. It's more than the child just learning math knowledge or language. It's also about learning how to be empathetic and understanding things differently and understanding when, for example, the hamsters, when it's cold, they don't want to come out of their house. So we respect that and we do activity around that. It's a building trust and respect, but and it's something, then you're teaching the child something different than just the scholastic knowledge that you want them to learn. Yeah.
Now, I read something very informative on your Facebook page, and you can just chat a little bit more about it. There's a study you guys did where you took a dog to a class and the kids were a little bit not so aggressive anymore.
Yes.
If you can just tell us about that, because that was interesting.
Well, we had to work in aftercare when I was a teacher, and I remember I still have her. She's 12 and she's my and no dog would ever replace her. Yeah. So she came with me because I wanted to make her used to children. Mm-hmm. And I used sort of the gap to let her play at school, and we realized that the children were very kind and calm and more vocal towards each other. So that's when I decided, well, maybe this is possibly something to explore. There are many research, but not a lot in South Africa, about the effects of animals on children. So I used a lady that brought in a therapeutic dog. So this dog was trained as a therapeutic purpose, and they just had interaction with the dog, walking the dog on a leash. They drew pictures, and the dog was around them, and they could feed the dog, and you could. Eventually, it ended in them, the observations, and through interviews with the teachers, the whole research found that the children were less aggressive, which meant that they made teaching easier. Yeah. So the teachers felt more positive, which eventually made the work carrying over more positive. So it's like a little ball that rolls. As soon as the children are calm and they're positive and they're motivated and they're enjoying it, then the teacher also feels positive, motivated, and enjoying it.
And when you compare what you are doing now to other countries, are there more of your type doing this in other countries, or are we still a little bit behind, or that you know of?
I think we are still a little bit behind. We've got amazing a doctor that has a doctor's degree in human-animal interaction, mm-hmm. and she trains people into doing things like therapeutic work with animals. For example, taking animals into old age homes, which is also a very big benefit. All those people had to say goodbye to their pets while living there. So there's and then providing comfort by doing that. I do think that we can still have loads of more research on this, although it's a very expensive practice to run. They like to use horses, for example, and that's been researched mostly, but it's expensive. For therapeutic business, it becomes quite costly.
Okay. Is there any other research or any other animals that you still would like to make use of in the future, or are you happy with the parrot, the rabbit, and the tortoise? I think you said, yeah.
Definitely, again, my dogs.
Oh, is it?
Definitely. They're just too old now. I don't feel comfortable in moving them around that much. So they want to be at home and lounge on the couch. But definitely dogs again, and possibly horses. Weirdly enough, snakes as well.
Snakes, really?
Maybe a corn snake. Yeah, that's a possibility as well. But an animal animals that we can gain through, especially rescue services, would be the best benefit to do. Yeah.
And do you find this actually quite a random question that different children react differently to different animals?
Yes.
Let's say I would very much work with a bunny than with a snake.
Yes. Oh, definitely. You should see the parrot because she doesn't like, she was a bit handled, so she's very scared of hands.
Okay.
She trusts my hands, so she won't bite, but she'll back off. But she enjoys watching people. So, for example, children that struggle to read, they found that people judging them, and you know when you're reading aloud and you know you don't read good, you could read like this, and then with a parrot, she looks at them and she turns her head, so she's paying attention, but she's not criticizing at all. And the children absolutely love it. So yes, there is a big difference. Some like the cuddling, some don't want to hold thunder at all. Some don't like the hamsters because they say they're scared they're going to poo on them. And then some just like the parrot, something distant, but know that they're there. It's more of a colder kind of a vibe, but some children do like that, yes.
Okay.
So it's about respecting the animal, but also what the child's preference is.
Yeah. Okay, so where's your practice? Where do you work from?
It's called PALS Assisted, it's Pet Assisted Learning Support. We're currently now based in Strand. I've got my office there. And I work at a local school as well, where I'm the learner support teacher in school. During school hours, I'm the learner support teacher, and then after school, I work at the private practice.
So where can they get hold of you?
Well, I've got a Facebook page, PALS Learning Support, and I also give lots of hints there how you can use your animal at home yourself, because now with COVID and teaching at home, many parents got stuck into just providing worksheets and saying my children is not motivated. So you can definitely go take a look on the Facebook page for some ideas how you can involve your own pets at home to motivate and make learning fun for your child. And then and then the website is www.palslearningsupport.co.za.
Okay. To quickly end off, what would be a definite sign? Let's say I see my child is struggling to read. Would that be a definite sign to maybe contact you? Or what would be a definite sign? Something like that?
Yeah, any struggle in any scholastic area, anything, we can do an evaluation and take a look at how we can
Thank you
help.
for being here today, Jani.
It's a pleasure.
We have a tradition. Can you just write us a little message?
Yes.
And then, guys, if your child's got any problems, like with reading or any other things you think, you can contact her and just ask her. We'll put the Facebook link on the screen now, and then you guys can contact Jani, and then you can chat with her about anything your heart desires. So let's go over to our second guest for the evening. It's an awareness section, the first ever, but it's a bit of a surprise. I actually have 1, 2, 3 guests waiting for me. Let's check it out. Right, so this is the part, and it's the first time ever we're doing this. It's an awareness section in the show. And today, we would like to spread awareness regarding bunnies. And my special guest with me, second guest for the evening, is she's from the Newartuk Bunny Rescue. Welcome.
Thank you.
Obviously, they are in Newartuk, but more, I don't know, if you can just tell us more or less what you guys do and any other information, please share with us.
Sure, thanks for having us. That is Fudge, this is Noodle, and the two of them are rescues. You might have heard of dog and cat rescues, but perhaps not rabbit rescues. Okay. And there really is a need. So we have a maximum capacity of around 80, and we're pretty much full all the time. There's a number of reasons for this, because the saying, breeding like rabbits, really is, it's a real thing.
Yeah.
And when people buy rabbits, they often buy them for their kids, and they're not really kids' pets. They're not good starter pets, and they can be quite complicated. So we aim to educate people who wish to have a pet bunny.
Yes.
Even if they do buy them for their kids, they'll get two of the same gender, and we're trying not to allow the cycle of breeding to continue.
So at the moment, you've got 80 rabbits,
Yeah, easily.
and most of them are people who, let's say, dumped them or didn't want them anymore. Was that the case?
Yes, that's correct. So often people buy them from pet shops because you can still buy rabbits from pet shops even though you can't buy dogs or cats.
Yes.
Pet shop owners don't generally tell you what gender they are, and then they often end up with way more rabbits. They're a 10-year commitment and they don't eat carrots all day. So there's a lot of information that's missing.
Yes.
So we just want to educate and inform people that there's no need to buy a rabbit. You can come to a rescue and get a pet, and we'll give you all the information you need.
Okay, so basically, to summarize, we would suggest
Yes.
not to buy rabbits at a pet shop. Suggestion, and also how can we help you? Can we adopt? Can we sponsor funding? What can we do, the people in the community, to help you guys?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you can definitely help by spreading the word that please do not support pet shops when it comes to buying livestock. We do accept donations, and that goes towards building our sanctuary as well as feeding the rabbits. But you can also help if you're in the Newartuk area by coming and socializing with the rabbits, because they're not generally happy to be held, or they prefer to be interacted with on the ground, and they are often very scared of people. So the more people they interact with, the better, and it will help them to become adopted quicker.
Okay, so how can we get connected? I know you've got an awesome Facebook fan page. Is that the best way to get connected to you?
Yes, the Facebook page is updated regularly.
Yeah.
We also have a website with a lot of information there on their diet and appropriate accommodation.
Okay.
So you can get hold of us either of those ways.
Fantastic. So guys, Newartuk Bunny Rescue, they are in Newartuk and they are a bunny rescue. The name says it all. So thank you very much for your time, guys. Help us spread awareness. It's really a major problem, and being a bunny dad of 6, I know it's really a big problem. So thank you very much. Together, we can make it a difference.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So I don't know if you guys noticed, I had a box standing here on the table the entire time. And at the moment, there is absolutely nothing inside the box. Let's see if I can change that. Right, so let's close the box and we see if we can make a bunny appear in the box. And if I say the magic words, it's a kind of magic. I'm slowly going to open the box. At the moment, I don't see anything yet. But look, I see a bunny. Oh my word, look at this. I'm going to speak softly now. Guys, I will see you next week. Thank you very much for tuning in. Always remember, keep the magic alive in your heart. And I'll see you soon.